Filthy Mortals, it is I, your Primal God, Primal VA. Today we are starting our first Let's Play of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Now, Mass Effect Legendary Edition has all three Mass Effect games and their DLCs, but one. That being Pinnacle Station on Mass Effect 1. There was some sort of bug in there that they couldn't remove. So yeah, we're starting there. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to make sure I have access to Twitch on my phone. We will be starting a new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Enter new ID.
Please log in to access your profile.
We will be going with that, so I know it's for stream. Go to accept.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history. Confirm psychological profile. Confirm military specialization.
Some, other things. Okay, so I'm thinking Vanguard. I want to do an all Vanguard run through. So yeah, Vanguard. We will have training in
confirm
assault.
Facial identification.
And
Profile reconstruction complete. Identification confirmed.
Combat difficulty. Casual. Auto level up squad only. Legendary mode for level scaling, subtitles on, squad power, usage, defensive only, and autosaves on. Even though with autosaves you still need to do some manual saves just to be on the safe side.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He proved himself during the Blitz.
One of the best things
Held off
about
enemy
this
forces on the
franchise.
ground until reinforcements arrived.
Every previous incarnation
He's
of the
the only
game
reason Elysium
has
is still
massive
standing.
We can't question
cause and
his
effect
courage.
to the next game.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Stay hydrated.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
For this, I'm going to do a Paragon.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds upset.
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Okay. Now we get some journal entries. Speak to the captain. Got some codex entries, history and stuff like that. Born into the naval family, you spent... Well, I will replace you with Shepard. Shepard spent his childhood on ships and stations. He moved from posting to posting as his parents were reassigned. He enlisted into the Alliance military himself on the day he turned 18. He was on shore leave at Elysium when the first wave of the Skillian Blitz struck. A massive coalition force of slavers, crime syndicates, and Batarian warlords attacked the human colony to determined to wipe it out. He riled the civilians inhabitants, leading them in their desperate fight to hold off the invaders. When the enemy troops broke through the colony's defenses, he single-handedly held them off and sealed the breach. After hours of brutal fighting, reinforcements finally arrived, and the enemy broke ranks and fled. Because of his actions, Elysium was saved, and he is regarded throughout the Alliance as a true hero. Timeline. 2069, Armstrong Outpost at Shackleton Crater became the first human settlement on Luna. It is formally founded on July 24th, the 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing. 2103, Lowell City in Eos Chasma becomes the first human settlement on Mars. 2137, Adolf Hashland Energy Corporation demonstrates helium-3 fuel extractors from the atmosphere of Saturn. 2142, construct of the Garrigan Station Jump Zero begins beyond the orbit of Pluto. 2148, prospectors discovered Prothean ruins at Promethial Planum on Mars. 2149, translation of Prothean data leads to humans to the Charlin Mass Relay Systems Alliance found to coordinate explorations and colonize of extrasolar worlds. 2151, shipping accident at Singapore International Spaceport exposes downwind communications to contacts of dust from Element Zero. Alliance begins construction of Arcturus Station. 2152, roughly 30% of children born in Singapore after Element Zero exposure suffer from cancerous growths. System Alliance begins settlement of Earth's first extrasolar colony world of the planet Demeter. 2154, Commander Shepard is born. 2155, System Alliance occupies completed proportions of Arcturus Station as headquarters. Some children of Singapore exhibit minor telekinetic abilities. 2157, Turians encounter human explorers, First Contact War, occupations and liberations, human colony of Shangxi. 2158, humans learn potential of biotics and an international effort to track Element Zero exposure begins. Roughly 10% of exposed children show some level of biotic ability. 2060, System Alliance Parliament informed. 2065, humans establish embassy on Citadel. 2170, Batarian slavers attack Alliance colony of Midor. 2176, Skillian Blitz, pirates and slavers attack Elysium. The human capital in the Skillian Verge. 2177, Thresher Mars devour the Alliance colony of Exur. 2178, in relations of the Skillian Blitz, an Alliance fleet wipes out the army of slavers on the move of Tolfond. 2183, current date. Okay.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers.
Welcome, Broly!
The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy.
I was reading.
Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the first
so
contact
the secondary
war
ones
of 2157,
for this I have to read out.
which is known as the
primary
Relay
ones I have
314
to
incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species
I
are
have to,
allies, and they enjoy
primary ones
civil,
read out by
cool
themselves.
diplomatic relations.
Secondary I have to read.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality.
Points in,
Sol's
but
planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems
feel free to share
could not
this
be
video
met by
to
any one country.
Well, this video
With
will be
humans
going up
knowing
on
that
YouTube,
alien
but
contact was inevitable,
feel free to
there was
share
enough
this to
political
anyone
will
that you
jointly
want
fund an
if they're
international
interested.
effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
Forgot to scroll down, my bad. Okay, that's the codex, and now squad level up. Okay, immediately putting into Charm, Vanguard, and Assault Rifles. Okay. Okay, we got
You probably
Kate
don't
in
want to
here.
keep the captain waiting, Commander.
We got Joker.
Room, Commander.
Okay, looking around, just want to make sure.
He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
I hope he doesn't.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
I wonder what he can
what
tell
do you
us
know
about
the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
What he means by
Damned
cover.
if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
What can you tell me about the captain? I wonder what he can tell us about the
Do you have a problem with the
captain.
captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
I wonder what he can tell us about the
You don't
Turian
trust
Spectre.
Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was a long time ago.
That was 30 years
actually.
ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human
if I get
military, but
a
Nihilus doesn't answer to the
PC,
captain like
I'm
the rest
going
of us.
to probably
Spectres operate outside the normal
restream,
chain of command.
like redo
And they don't come along just to observe
this whole
shakedown
entire
runs.
stream session. This is on
Nihilus
Xbox
looks
One,
like he's
but if I get a
expecting some
PC,
heavy
I'm going to
action.
definitely
I
redo
don't
this
like it.
with mods to make it look and play better.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
And we got some codex entries.
The system's humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157.
And here's
At that time, the
codex
Alliance
on the
allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass
First
relays
Contact
discovered. A practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to
I
activate
have
a relay,
to ask,
they attacked.
is the
One
stream
human
quality
vessel
good?
survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution.
And secondary sensors. Light lag prevents sensing in real time at great distance. A ship firing its thrusters at the Shellarian relay can be easily detected from Earth 5.75 light hours, 6 billion kilometers away, but Earth will only see the event 5 hours and 45 minutes after it occurs. Due to the light speed limit, defenders can't see enemies coming until they are already arrived because there is FTL travel and communications, but no FTL sensors. Frigates are crucial for scouting and picket duties. Passive sensors used for long-range detections, while active sensors obtain short-range, high-quality targeting data. Passive sensors include visual, thermographic, and radio detectors that watch and listen for objects in space. A powerful ship emits a great deal of energy. The heat of the life support systems, the radiation given off by the power plants and electrical equipment, the exhaust of the thrusters, starships stand out plainly against near absolute zero backgrounds of space. Passive sensors can be used during FTL travel, but incoming data is significantly distorted by the effects of the Mass Effect envelope and Doppler shift. Active sensors are radars and high-resolution ladders, which is laser detection and ranging, that emit a ping of energy and listen to the return signals. Ladders have a narrow field of view than radar, but ladder resolution allows image detection objects to be assembled. Active sensors are useless when the ship is moving at FTL speeds. Bless me. Okay.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
play. I also grabbed something to eat. Okay, where were we? Ah, here we are.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
I wonder what they can tell us about Nihilus.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
How come the... I wonder why there's no human Spectres.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're a war hero, right? Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz single-handed? That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
Spectres sound dangerous.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Okay, did all those.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
And we got more Codex entries.
Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years, they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
Okay. Can I go anywhere else? No, I cannot. And speaking of Spectre...
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
I wonder what it wants to talk about.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down! We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
I don't like putting my life in the hands of a Turian, sir.
Nihilus is on our side. He wants you in the Spectres, and he wants that beacon.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
Got more squad points, which are obviously automatically put in. We got a journal entry, and we got some codex entries.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kaje, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens. The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
Yep, that's everything. And I'm gonna call it here. It's been almost an hour, and I am hungry. I want to eat. So yeah, I'm calling it an hour. Basically, all we really did today, we didn't really do any combats, but we did get a good, decent hour in. But next Monday, I will be back with more Mass Effect. We will be picking up from where we left off. So with that said, all you filthy mortals, hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a like on the video. If you enjoy my content, feel free to subscribe. Also follow me on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/PrimalVA, where you can catch these videos live. With that said, I will see you in the next video.